Norwich City picking up an important away win. We've not been able to say that too often over the last few seasons, but strap yourselves in, grab yourselves a beverage of your choice.
Lakens.
For an hour of happy, we think, cheerful content on the horizon. We won a game.
I said beforehand, I was like, mate, I'm actually looking forward to this today.
Yeah, thanks. You opened the door and said, it was finally nice to see you for once.
And what did we say last week, Jack? Out of the next 4 games, well, we spoke about lots of nonsense last week. We said, out of the next 4 games...
Have to win one.
One of them has to be a big marquee win. And that was what we got against Disney Plus FC.
It was indeed a 2-1 win against Wrexham. Anis Ben Slimane. We shall be getting into all of that game. And Jovon Makama, my goodness, doesn't he keep scoring? Kenny McLean, what a performance from him. Ali Ahmed, first showing.
Yes.
First assist. Excellent stuff. Philippe Clement just keep on marches on. Couple of weeks of the transfer window left. Still only one transfer through the door. How will those next few weeks play out? And of course, all of your questions. Wrexham 1, Norwich City 2. Bosh.
You're saying that so casually, as if it was just like standard stuff.
Well, it's because when I see Jovon Makama's name on the score sheet, that is becoming a norm.
Oh yeah.
So I need to psych myself up for the fact that scoring 10 goals and going at basically over a goal every 2 games is incredibly good stuff. And beating one of the most informed teams in the division is incredibly good stuff.
Yes. Just a bit of Jovon Makama, Josh Sargent trivia to kick things off. Sorry. We should talk about it. We have to, because going into the game, there was this whole week of umming and ahhing, of toing and throwing, of he said who, the what, the who, the agent, the this, the that, the clauses.
I thought you were going into a rap then.
Oh, maybe.
That was impressive.
Thank you, mate. Was it? I don't know. Just sort of made it up. My coffee's in me already. What was I saying? Jovon Makama, Josh Sargent trivia. Josh Sargent's best ever goals tally for Norwich City was what?
In a season?
Yeah.
All competitions?
Yeah.
15?
Wrong. 16.
Okay.
It's a little bit better than what we said, right? Yeah. In 23-24.
Okay.
How many goals has Jovon Makama got so far this season?
13.
So far. 13.
Yeah. And I think probably 3 of those games he's played in his actual position.
He's on fire.
He is.
He's on fire.
He is on absolute flames.
But you also said about the Wrexham's record.
Yeah, I mean, we just keep doing well against good teams.
But I like that, Jack. Ooh. Maybe we need to be a bit more optimistic. Maybe we need to have more faith about this Norwich City
What
side.
are you saying we might do from now until the end of the season?
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm just saying no. I'm just, no. It is just survival. But my point is, any team that's about to play us, that's been in good form, I'm now thinking, all right, we'll have a little upset there. Wrexham, they're amazing at home. Disney Plus FC, Hollywood. We've got 3 stands. Yeah, bam, smash them.
Yeah,
we didn't smash them, but look at that's what you want, isn't it? A side that can say, do you know what? We don't care about what you've done previously, because this is Norwich City.
Yes.
You're playing Jovon Makama.
Yes, you are.
You're coming up against Kenny Esther in the middle of the park.
You are indeed.
Pell Matson, seen a comment on social media. I'll say it earlier. It was one of the TNC responses. Someone's nicknamed him the janitor because he mops everything up. It's mate, we are very good. And it was a brilliant performance, defensively organised. Jose Cordoba and Rory McConville.
That's starting to get exciting.
Well, we said it a couple of weeks back. We're liking the look of that partnership. Yeah. Now everyone's saying it. Shock. Very good. We look brilliant. And of course, Wrexham came back. I don't think we could have done much about the goal. But Norwich City just showed with that performance how far they've come in such a short space of time under Philippe Clement.
So we beat Wrexham 2-1. They were probably one of the most informed teams of the division. The previous away game to that was QPR.
Yeah.
We beat them.
Yeah.
2-1. They'd won 4 in a row going into that game. The previous away game to that was Preston, where we conceded in the 96th minute. They had a fantastic home record going into that. The previous away game to that was Sheffield United. They'd won 5 in a row going into that.
And we should have won that. We should have won Preston and Sheffield United.
We should have done.
We are away FC, aren't we?
Basically, because our last 2 home games in the league, 2 defeats.
The ghost of Stuart Webber lives on. Maybe we should play every single one of our games away from home.
Yeah, maybe. The lineup was slightly different going into this one. Ali Ahmed comes in And Hannes Ben Slimane, who'd looked really good against Walsall, and I know...
And we said, hang on, it's Walsall.
No, you said that.
Okay, all right. I said, no, I'll stand by, all right, I'll say it with my chest. It was Walsall, okay? But
how did Walsall get on
he's
the
done
weekend?
it away from home at Wrexham.
Walsall...
And that's good.
Walsall, 3-1 win against Tranmere at the weekend. Good team.
But ABS, stick on the old ABS, as we like to say here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
What is that actually? Is it anti-brake system? What, for any of you car nerds out there?
I think it's anti-brake... Well, I'll Google
Anyway, him in the 10 was a massive surprise, wasn't it? When I saw that on the team sheet, and many Norwich fans, when they saw the team go out, they responded saying, what the hell is Clement thinking? Weekend ruin, what on earth's going on? ABS in the number 10. Well, that was what people were saying.
Anti-lock braking system.
Oh, okay. So actually, really, it should be ALB. But anyway, Hannes Ben Slimane, and by the way, the link-up between him and the mayor, Kenny Esther.
Wow. Philippe Clement has taken Hannes Ben Slimane into the garage, had a full MOT and a full service. Yeah. Right? And he has come out absolutely sparkling with zero issues.
Yeah. The Tunisian tackler is back.
But in the 10, looking quite spicy, right? Looking quite, okay, a little bit of something going on.
Something's going on there.
But I saw him against Walsall. And I
like it.
And I was going, okay, so they wanted rid in the summer. Couldn't get a club for him. Probably wanted him rid in January.
Do you know that?
Well, no, I don't.
Do you definitively know that?
I think he would have gone if they could have found a club.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just vibing at this stage.
Shock.
Just vibe-based podcasting. But what we do know is he was nowhere near the squad.
Yes.
Right? The Hannes Ben Slimane that we had on loan was a good player.
Yeah.
Then when we signed him...
You famously said, and by the way, you were ahead of the curve, mate. You said, was it last season or the season before last? Player of the season.
Well, I think when we got him on loan...
Player of the season, you said.
Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe this season. Maybe I was a season early. Hannes Ben Slimane, late little run for the player of the season.
So the cynic in me, by the way, says playing for a move. Right, the real deep dark.
You know what? Even if
but,
it's okay.
But yeah, good. Yeah, great. No, but I love it. Like I love it. He played brilliantly, and we have to give him his flowers. Right, I don't think we've been heavily critical of Slimane. Well, we just haven't seen him play.
Well, exactly. He's not been around.
I was really impressed with his link up. Right, really impressed. He looks fitter. His passing is more accurate. His touch is better. And it links back to what Onel said in our podcast, right? You have to apply a bit of empathy with players that are out on the sidelines or substitutes, etc. They don't get that in-game time, right? And that does make a difference to their playing performances. So, Hannes Ben Slimane, ABS as we like to call him on TNC, tick.
Well, and I think if we kind of zoom out a little bit here, and the reason probably that Hannes Ben Slimane is playing in the 10 is because Norwich City now, 2 weeks into the transfer window, we've not signed the 10.
Yeah.
They've come out and said, well, not come out and said, but they've kind of inferred that they want a 10. But if you go back through, the couple of months that Philippe Clement has been here, how many times he's had to make do, right? With Tony Spring at left back, away at Sheffield United, Hannes Ben Slimane in the 10. There's been other instances where, Mate Jurisic has had to play out the right wing when he's not really... Yeah. I know that's his position, but he's not necessarily wanted to in the early stage, and he's proved himself. I go through this team. Vladan Kovacevic, let's go through the players that have improved under Philippe Clement.
Yep.
Kovacevic, yes. Crescene, hard to say he wasn't playing. Cordoba, yes. McConville, yes. Fisher, yes. Matson, yes. McLean has just been solid all season.
Always good.
Ali Ahmed, not applicable. Hannes Ben Slimane, 100%. Mate Jurisic, 100%. Jovon Makama, yes. So he has literally improved the whole squad.
And look, I know it's a bit early for Easter, but, a little bit of a religious one here. Philippe Clement can turn water into wine. He really, really can. He is. You look at a Sargent, even a Big Mac now, and you kind of expect that quality, right? But it's those kind of fringe players that he's really got a lot out of.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Look, I don't think I'm getting carried away here.
Oh, here we go. Yes, we are. God. Come on. We're still in the bottom 3.
Yeah, good point, which makes this even more ridiculous. But I'm going to say it. I think Norwich City have got themselves... No, seriously, I think Norwich City have got themselves an elite Champions League manager.
Champions League? I thought you were going Championship. Let's go Champions League.
No, I do.
An elite Champions League manager.
An elite Champions League manager. And I don't, seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how Napa ownership have done it, but they've got Philippe Clement. The bloke, give him what he wants, anything he wants, anything he needs. Seriously,
well, he needs a number 10 and they're not going
well,
back.
Well, of course. But I think that is going to happen, by the way.
Yeah.
And I am really, really sure, and I have so much belief in me that the ownership are going to give him what he wants.
And I think
we're going to get that 10. They're going to reinvest the Núñez money as promised. It's just taking a little bit longer, not just because of the position we're in, by the way. I think an extra layer to add into this with regards to transfer dealings and why things haven't happened so fast. What's his name? I always want to call him Alan Irvine.
Oh, Andy Irving.
Andy Irving, not Alan
Imagine
Irving.
if we signed Alan Irvine
Sure.
in the 10.
Blimey.
Hello.
They probably do a job. Well, Clement's got a lot out of ABS.
Yeah.
Maybe he can get something out of Alan Irving. It'd be cheap, wouldn't it? Anyway, do you remember when he managed us?
Yeah,
Anyway, what was I
he
saying?
managed us for the 7-1 against Reading.
Anyway, let's leave that. Yeah, but Reading are Reading, aren't they? Don't even start me on that club. Alan Irvine, we're calling him, from West Ham, who's now gone to Prague.
Oh, has he?
Yes.
Why would you use a Prague over Norwich?
Just anyway, well, this is it. It's
beer.
guaranteed game time because he's not going to get in over Maatsen and McLean. So the squad is too big. The squad is too big, and so when you're bringing a player and you're like, I'm not really. We can't guarantee.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Alan Irvine in the 10.
Alan Irvine in the 10. sort of imagine like the pivot on Andy Irvine, like. Anyway, that was my point. We can probably move on.
I think in terms of they will come eventually. I do agree with you, and I think if we go back to why this win felt so big, it's because the opposite of a win, which is a loss, clever, would have felt so catastrophic. I think because Pompey won.
Yeah.
We know that they've got 2 games in hand on us, so we would have been like 4 points adrift.
Yeah.
They've got 2 games in hand. That suddenly feels like a mountain to climb again. Yeah. Let's say we went. I know we're talking hypotheticals here, but it's a real world. We go to Wrexham and we lose. I don't think anyone would have,
Yeah. Well, I was expecting it. Honestly, I was expecting
that was a very real thing to happen. Let's say Jovon Makama is slightly ineffective. Matthias Kvistgaarden doesn't play. Suddenly, you're then going, oh god, like Sargent could be off. The players that we've got in there at the moment to cover him haven't been effective. We're 4 points adrift. We've only brought in 1 player. You're suddenly going, oof, okay, we've got 2 weeks to fix this. We've got 3 really tough games coming up. Instead, we've said it, wins solve everything, right? Wins buy you time. Wins, I suspect the happiest man in Norfolk right now is Ben Napper because he's gone, the only signing I've made has made an instant impact.
Yeah.
We're closer to safety, and no one's talking now, other than us,
temporarily,
about, we've not made many signings. It's, okay, Slimane's starting to play well. Do we need a 10? We do. But, in that moment, do we need a 10? Ali Ahmed looks great on the left. Papa Amadou Diallo's back. It just buys you a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Going to Wrexham, big win. And actually, the thing that made me really pleased is I was looking at the bench, right? I think, honestly, for the first time this season, I've gone...
You were looking at the bench?
Pretty much every single player on there can make an impact.
Okay, go on.
Oscar Schwartau, Tony Springett, Errol Mundle-Smith, Liam Gibbs. No, that's not the bench. That's against Walsall, sorry.
Come on, Jack.
Let me... I was going to say that's not the bench. The bench against Wrexham was as follows. Tony Springett, Oscar Schwartau, Jack Stacey, Papa Amadou Diallo, Jacob Wright, Harry Darling, Jakob Medic, Matthias Kvistgaarden. Pretty much...
That's a proper bench.
That is a proper bench. And we saw it with the changes that Clement was able to make.
I think that might be the first time we've ever praised a bench on the TNC podcast.
Yeah, good.
Depth.
That's what I mean. There's a bit of depth, finally.
Let's sprinkle a bit of this in. Random one. I just thought I'd throw it in the mix. Who won the AFCON last night?
I have no idea.
Senegal. What do you mean you have no idea?
I wasn't watching. What was I watching last night? Limitless Win with Hanson Deck.
Right. Yellow card. Yellow card. Limitless Win over the AFCON. Are you joking me?
I will admit I didn't even know the AFCON was on.
Oh, mate, that is so poor from you. That is so poor.
No, and I'll tell you what I watched as well. The Masters Snooker final. Kyron Wilson against Higgins.
Mate, that is honestly shocking from you. Anyway,
I don't know who won it.
Right, Senegal.
Okay,
right?
great.
No,
what's the link?
Right, let me give you the link. Okay, it's a tenuous link, but I quite like it. Who are we playing tomorrow night?
West Brom.
Yes. Who's back in the Norwich City team?
Diallo.
Where's Diallo from?
Senegal.
So, oxytocin levels, happiness levels.
Come off it.
He's going to be buzzing. He is going to be buzzing. He's going to be wanting to, show his country what he's made of, ready for the next tournament. So I'm really, really thinking, hello, bit of papa.
But that was why I was watching Limitless Win with Anton Deck, who's Ben Crosene's favourite TV duo. It's not us. It's Anton Deck. Probably buzzing. Little Saturday night.
Right, let's move on, because if we had any credibility, it's now all gone.
Anas Ben Slimani scores, 1-0 up, soon 1-1. You're going, oof, okay, little right hook. But Philippe Clement's team, they can take punches and stay standing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Granted, Wrexham probably had the
what?
The
full stance?
majority of the majority of the ball for that.
Why are you laughing at that?
Second half of the first half, so the second quarter.
Right. You praising them for having
I'm just saying that Norwich can now weather storms.
Yes, they can. Yes.
Right?
We honestly, from the first to the last minute, absolutely. Bit of adversity. It comes, it goes. But Norwich City now, we're structured. I do think that centre-back partnership needs more praise. And we've spoken at length about Rory McConville.
Let's talk about it.
But there's one man I think that we should talk about more.
I agree.
We haven't enough this season.
I agree.
Jose Cordoba.
I agree.
The Prince of Panama. We had him on this very podcast. Came to Norwich with a lot of promise. Has been in and out of the team. There was an injury. I think it was against Leeds at home before they got promoted. He got injured. I'm sure it was. And I was like, and and at that point, I feel like he's struggled to get back up to where he needs to be. But now, and Philippe Clement, I mean, bloody hell. I mean, just to remind everyone, he wanted to sign Jose Cordoba at Rangers. He fancies Jose, right? And who doesn't? He's a very, very handsome man. He's a big, broad Panamanian beast.
Prince.
Yeah. Let's have it.
Last week I made a comment and I felt disrespected by the reaction. Not only by you, but by the viewers.
Well, what was it?
Well, I said that Jose Cordoba...
Oh, don't. Yeah, good.
Right?
Rightly
Jose
so.
Cordoba has elements of what I see in Virgil van Dijk.
I don't even think you said it like that, but okay.
So I was looking through Virgil van Dijk's career. Okay?
Are you honestly trying... Mate, you've got to
Jose Cordoba is 24 years old.
Right, okay.
Virgil van Dijk, you would probably argue that his real break came on his move to Southampton, right? How old was Virgil van Dijk when he made his move to Southampton?
That was after Norwich City were rumoured to go for him, wasn't it?
When he was at Celtic.
That was like McNally's biggest regret, not trying to beg Dealey for more money. 23.
So he was 24, Virgil on 25.
Right.
So
what's your point?
My conclusion here is that I would argue...
Jose's ahead of the curve.
...is that Jose Cordoba, in terms of career progression, is probably ahead of Virgil van Dijk at the moment. And we missed out on Van Dijk, right? We were in for Van Dijk.
Oh, but we've got Jose.
So I'm just saying, feel free to laugh, but I don't think history will look good on you. No, I'm looking at this.
Okay,
I'm looking at this partnership,
fine,
right? Rory McConville.
I've said Philippe Clement's a Champions League manager.
Yeah, and guess what? Maybe he will be managing us in the Champions League at some stage. Maybe. Who knows, all right?
Don't be silly, mate. Come on. What's the next talking point?
No, that centre-back partner. What I'm saying is, right, you look at this team now, and let's go wider, right? Let's zoom out. You would say that probably 8 of the 11 pick themselves now, right? For me, the back five remains the same.
Yes.
I love that centre-back partnership. I think Kellen Fisher is the standout right back. Crescene and Mahovo is probably a toss-up. I'd probably edge towards Crescene. The midfield two definitely pick themselves. The front four, Makama definitely starts. I think Ahmed definitely starts. And then the 10 and the right wing, again, is a bit of a toss-up. Under Manning and under not just Manning, Johannes off top, it was chopping and changing every single week. You were like, it's a complete lottery in terms of who starts now. We finally got a bit of consistency.
Yes.
Players are playing themselves into form and remaining there. And I think that can only be
Absolutely.
beneficial.
Absolutely. One of my favourite seasons ever, Nigel Worthington. Epic when we got promoted, won the league, lifting the trophy at... Hang on, I always get these two confused.
City Hall.
City Hall, not County Hall. That'd be a trophy.
That would be quite dull.
County Hall with your binoculars. And in that team, the team picked itself. There was that solid spine. It was more or less the same team every single week. It was the substitutions that varied. So, yeah, it's a sign that things are in the right direction. But again, Jack, with transfer reinforcements, that gets further improved as well. And it also helps being able to play players in right positions, right?
Absolutely.
And that is the one thing that I would empathise with Manning on, which is a rare piece here. Is that the injury crisis absolutely screwed him as well.
Yeah.
Do I think he's a good coach at championship level? No, I don't. I think that's complete nonsense. But he was massively hindered by injuries. And so now we've got players back. We're able to
Let's
play
not forget Philippe Clement was playing Tony Spring at left back.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So,
but that's a separate thing. I'm praising Clement for turning water into wine. But, a normal, bog standard, off the shelf, bargain bucket, Aldi manager... No offence to Aldi shoppers. That it's difficult to get a team going when you're playing players out of position.
So it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Up pops Jovon Makama.
Well, you say up pops.
That's quite hard to say, isn't it?
Up pops, but actually, that was all about Kenny Esther.
Well,
it was a brilliant finish, but Kenny Esther.
Well, let's talk about the move. Yeah. Right, from back to front to back, whichever way you want to.
Back to front. Back to front.
Do it. Back to front to back. Left to right. Who cares, all right?
Are you okay?
No. Norwich are winning, all right? That was a goal from a team that don't... If you watched that goal with a neutral and you went, where are Norwich in the league?
Yeah.
They'd probably go 4th?
Yeah.
3rd?
Absolutely, yeah.
We're not. I wish we were. But that was a proper goal.
Team goal of the season. It was brilliant, wasn't it? It really, really was. The way Kenny Esther's little flick dance thing. He also was like break dancing on the ball and sort of sent it off to Slim Shady, aka ABS.
What?
The Tunisian tackler. the Tunisian tackler, Anis Ben Slimani.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, I thought, oh no, here we go, and just literally
little twinkle
slips it back into. Did you just call Anis Ben Slimani twinkle toe?
Yeah, the Tunisian twinkler.
That is good. Tell you what, right, here we go. The ref's gone, no more. The ref's gone, no more. The Tunisian tackler. I can't believe you just said that. We might get cancelled. Let's keep going. And then Kenny's ball.
Yeah.
Kenny's through ball into Big Mac.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think because the previous bit to that was so good, some people I think have overlooked the pass.
Yeah.
That pass, he's still got, it's sliced open the midfield and the defence with the sharpest knife in the toolkit.
So good.
But Makama's still got a lot to do.
Look, mate, I've seen some balls in my time, but that was an absolute ball.
It was.
I mean, what a ball that was.
So
just straight through the middle. And by the way, Big Mac's got some work to do because his first touch, he's tried to bring under. It wasn't the perfect first touch, but it doesn't matter for Big Mac.
Well, it's going away from him,
and I'm sure about a minute before that,
He'd had a good
I put
chance.
it on social media. I was like, how has he missed that? It was a big chance. I think there was a slight deflection in there, so I had to say
it was probably
that.
a better chance.
Yeah. But he the way in which he took that goal and his celebration, as if it's nothing. This is what I do.
Well,
look at that, look. Hairs on the back. Mate, I'm thinking big things for this team.
I was listening to the Pink and Pod, and Paddy was saying that a year ago on Saturday, Jovon Makama was a substitute for Lincoln against, I want to say, can't remember, doesn't matter. He played for 6 minutes in that game. He was a cameo substitute. Right. And now he is the main man for Norwich City, and I would say the best striker in the Championship.
Well, obviously.
He is going at a serious rate of knots. And I think even in half a season, Jovon Makama's game has developed so much. Like, I don't think maybe it's in there somewhere, but I don't think we see that type of finish.
The Ryan Gary effect.
early on in the season. I associated Makama with being a bit of a poacher, fox in the box type.
Oh, he's so much
right?
more than that.
But every single week we see a new attribute added to the Makama kit.
Yeah, he's the whole package.
He has got a real box of tricks.
Yeah.
And the celebration. Yeah, we forget. Jovon Makama is 21. The other thing I find mental, just to interlude.
Has he got more growth in him, by the way, at 21?
I hope not.
No, I hope so.
The other one that I still don't believe, Slimane's 24.
Is he?
I was sure that he was early 30s.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Young prospect. Slimane's basically the same age as Tony Springett.
How old's Tony Springett?
Tony Springett is 23.
Just again, by the way.
Sorry.
Just again, the resurgence. I mean, Tony Springett.
No, Makama. We'll get on to
Sorry. I'm loving it.
I would say at this stage the best striker in the Championship.
Yes.
But the goal, the celebration, said to me, he is seeing this Sargent saga as an opportunity.
Okay.
Because he is now in the 9.
Right.
He doesn't have to play out on the wing.
Yeah.
He's got Ali Ahmed down one side. Oh, Papram Diallo. He'll be back soon. Oh, Tony Springett. Yeah. Hello. Right. He's got some service. And actually, even if he doesn't have service, he'll just find the back of the net anyway.
Just make something for
himself.
himself.
That was a proper finish.
Yeah.
The ball's going away from you.
Yeah.
He's basically 18 yards out. He's got the keeper to beat. Bottom corner. Little, nonchalant celebration.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Stick that in your documentary, Wrexham. Rifled bottom left.
I am getting really excited about Jovon Makama. Like, properly excited. Yeah. The only thing I'm not getting excited about, clubs coming in for him.
Mate, you don't need to worry about that in January.
No, but the summer.
Oh, yeah, I know, but don't worry about that for now. I would fully expect Norwich City to offer him a very, very good contract.
Do you think that his progression keeps going?
Yeah.
Because it's been so quick. He's so young.
Yeah, I think he's an animal. I think he's an absolute animal. I think he eats up performance for breakfast.
Bowl of performance.
Yeah. Every week gets in with Ryan Gary, calling him Romelu Lukaku. Boom.
In the diary, Monday morning,
Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku manifestation.
yeah.
Just staring at Belgium highlights.
Lukaku manifestation. Yeah, well, I tell you what as well. Well, the club applied another little sort of sprinkle last week, didn't they? See what was on the club's YouTube channel. Rubbing shoulders with who?
I don't think I...
Oh, no, sorry, you were too busy watching Limitless win.
No,
it was Grant Holt, Norwich City's legendary striker, and someone on... And I always forget who they are, so please pipe up, because I want to remember who you are to give you credit. Someone was in the TNC question statements, rants and raves, we are going to get onto them in a minute, by the way, saying Makama is the new Grant Holt. And we laughed. Well, we're not laughing anymore, are we? We're not laughing anymore, are we?
I still don't love the comparisons. I get it. I want Makama to just be his own man. Holty's too special in my heart.
Don't be boring.
Holty's too special in my heart.
Well, I know. This isn't taking away from Holty. This is a huge compliment to Makama. Yeah. We're talking about the skill sets. Oh, come on. You're giving it the Cordoba Van Dijk, so we'll have a bit of Makama and GH, shall we?
The Cordoba Van Dijk is fair.
This week, Grant Holt gets his arm around Makama. Who's coming to Colney next week? Sergio Aguero? Yeah.
Van Dijk.
Mate, Romelu Lukaku. Bring him in as a guest speaker. Why not?
Big Ramen Gary.
Right, to conclude on Makama...
We're being a bit silly, aren't we?
Yeah, but good. Be silly. Life's too short.
Makama...
Life's too short not to be silly. I've seen a lot of people going, like, this is not a proper podcast. I don't care. We're here to laugh, to joke, to get carried away. We're fans, fanatical by nature. Like, don't be so boring. Have fun.
So Makama's the best striker in the Championship.
How shit were we early on in the season?
Really shit.
Right, so just enjoy this for a minute.
Yeah.
We just won away at Disney Plus FC. Let's have a laugh.
Makama's great. I tell you who else is great.
So good.
Want another one?
Yeah.
Vladan Kovacevic.
Oh, mate, we haven't even spoken about his save yet.
So it's 2-1.
Yeah.
That goal came in the 60th minute.
Yeah.
Still a lot for going to see out. And I know you've got Rari and Cordoba, right? But they're not going to be able to stop every chance, right?
Yeah.
But I tell you who will. Vladan Kovacevic. That save, I've watched it so many times. I don't get it. I don't get how the physics is physicsing there. How has the ball been stopped?
Mate, I don't know, but it was a world class save.
Yeah.
It was a world class save. And I keep saying it. I'm actually eventually going to do the work here. Maybe someone else will do it for me. We keep saying on the podcast he'll win you more points than he loses you over the course of the season because he's taken some heat this season for a few moments, right? And I get that. I'm eventually going to work it out, but I can probably name you 4 games off the top of my head where he's not only made sure that we've drawn the game, we've won the game, okay? So I am going to do that at some stage. So it was a brilliant save, Jack, and at that time of the game, that could be mission critical.
Yes.
We could completely cave at that point. And that it was brilliant. And by the way, who missed it? Let's sprinkle a bit of that in as well. Who missed that chance? Do you know? Were you watching Limitless Win?
It was Keith Moore, wasn't it?
No.
Who was it?
Nathan Broadhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was there.
Oh, Nathan Shithead. Yeah, duffed it. Of course he did. Brilliant. Vladan Kovacevic, big mad Vlad, kudos to you again. We think you are a very good goalkeeper.
I was about to bring up some data that backed up that point, but I'm so confused at what I'm reading, I'm not.
Okay.
Something about expected goals on target.
Oh, don't do that.
And expected goals prevented.
Okay.
So I was going to back up the opinion with data, but I'm too confused. So I will just say that I agree with you and assume that Vladan Kovacevic has won us more points than lost, which I think is true.
I'm eventually going to do the work.
So all in all,
Yeah.
critical win.
Yes.
Good win.
Yes.
Big win.
Massive win. Marquee win. And now,
Marquee
and
win. I like that.
I know we do this at the end of the sort of towards the end of the podcast. Next 4 games.
West Brom.
Come on. West Brom away. Come on. Do you know what? Again, last week, hold my hands up. Bit worried about West Brom.
Yeah. New manager.
Yeah. Thinking too much about the curry and what's it? The curry.
The vine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about all the vine.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably the best part of that day for the Norwich City fans. Oh no, it's not. Yeah. They've got a new manager. What was their result of the weekend at home?
Lost on Friday, 3-2.
Loss. New manager bounce? Don't think so. Philippe Clement's coming to town. No, don't laugh. And do you know what as well? Out of all the next games, this is the one I want to win.
Why?
Sucks them into it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, a little bit of...
West Brom are in the toilet bowl. Okay, they're circling it. Let's flush them. Come on, boys. No, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Let's bring teams into it. Coventry, that's a big arse. That's a big arse. But West Brom away. Come on.
Okay.
That's the game to try and win, Jack.
So
West Brom.
Draw.
Where's your passion? Why draw? Tell me how we're drawing that game. Tell me.
Because I think Clement, some eyes will be on Coventry. And I think...
No, he will not!
I think West Brom, at home, new manager, they're going to be bouncing. I'd take a point.
Right, let us know in the comments. Would you take, after that win against Wrexham, would you take a point?
It's an away game.
No. We how many of our away games have we just won in the last 4?
Yeah, quite a few. Well, quite a few. I think we're pretty much unbeaten.
And we should have won more.
Yeah.
We said.
Okay, all right, we'll win.
Sheffield United away, Preston away.
We'll win.
Yeah, we will win.
Yeah,
we will win.
Okay, fine. Coventry at home.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, banana skin for Cov. Let's have a spin on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you like it, don't you?
I know
you like it because
I think we beat Cov.
You've been saying all season Coventry average. I disagree with that.
I think we beat Cov.
I think Coventry are the side in the league where you look at them and you go, they're a good side. They've got good players. They've got reinforcements. They've got Frank Lampard at the helm.
we.
But away at Norwich,
Monday night,
they'll be
under the lights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Under the lights. Another little marquee win.
Monday night football.
Monday night on
Norwich
the box.
City survival hope.
Carrow looking beautiful. Probably a little crisp Monday evening. Yeah. Sky Sports viewers going, we'll tune into Norwich a little bit. Teetering relegation.
Yeah,
Bloody hell, they've just blown Coventry away.
Yeah, comfortable win for Coventry. Yada. Bam, Big Mac.
Yeah. Statement. Borough away. Ooh, tough.
Yeah, I think that's a loss.
Blackburn at home, win. 12:30. How many 12:30 kickoffs have we had this season?
Yeah, fine, good. Why not?
Get the win in early.
And then get your feet up early.
Still a tough run.
Yeah, no, it is tough. But the point is, Jack, you've got all of a sudden
you've got a bit of hope.
You've gone from being pre-Wrexham.
Yeah, Sargent wants out.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's have a go.
Yeah.
Let's have a go.
Who could we... We've got no Johnny Rowe anymore. I'm trying to think of a rhyming word.
We'll come up with something.
We'll come up with something.
Next talking point.
I think we'll get on to the questions.
Oh, not talking about Ali Ahmed on his debut? Do you want to have a go on that?
Maybe there'll be some questions about Ali Ahmed.
All right, go on then.
I don't know. I'm guessing, and if there's not...
Okay.
Yeah, no, there is. There is. It's almost like I've read the running order.
Okay, questions.
Paul.
Come on. What's
Paul
Paul saying?
Clinch. Paul was at the game.
Top
Want
man
to
Paul.
know-
Oh, hang on. Just a quick pause. If you were at the game, if you went all the way to Wrexham, I'd take my hat off to you.
Yeah.
I'm buzzing for the Yellow Army.
1,300.
And by the way, hang on, just quickly, before we go to Clinchy, the cellos.
Yeah. Right near the tunnel, isn't it? Vladan Kovacevic.
Is that the one that you enjoyed the most?
Yeah.
No, for me it's Clement. Oh. He's come on. He's so low. I feel like it could start an earthquake.
Yeah, sort of... low frequency.
And that's the one you want, isn't it, right? You kind of,
shaking Wrexham. Like a wasp.
I don't know what you've had for breakfast, but please never have it again. But the cellos were great. You'd expect it from the players, right? You'd expect a bit of passion every now and then, but from your gaffer, you kind of they do that classic that never too high, never too low bollocks that some football fans somehow say. I don't know how they do, but somehow they do. And the managers normally do that, don't they? Don't. Clement giving it large to the Norwich fans. Good. More of that, Philippe. Anyway,
well,
Clinchy.
Paul would have seen that because he was at the game. He wants to know how big Vlad's save was. As soon as the final whistle went, Rari and Jose went to embrace him. And that's what I like.
Well, even in the moment,
Yeah.
there was, I think, 3 or 4 players that congratulated Big Mad Vlad straight away, and rightly so.
Well, I think it's one of those saves where you go, how's that?
Yeah.
What?
How's it happened? And that's the reason why, of course, Big Mac, of course, Kenny, like you stand-up performances, right? Anna Spencer, but Big Mad Vlad, let's give him even more praise for that save. It was a world-class save in a critical moment late on in the game. Yeah. Anything can happen. God knows what happens from them if you concede. It's like, could they go on to even get the win, right? Yeah. Big Mad Vlad, what a save! Exceptional reaction. How has he kept it out?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I think on Paul's final point there about Jose and Arari going to embrace him, we're starting to see now a defensive unit with real cohesion. Like, Vlad knows the 2 centre-backs he's having in front of him. They know that Vlad will, save you if you let the occasional chance come through, which is really pleasing. I've said it all season, and I'll say it again. Will Vladan Kovacevic make some howlers? Yes. He's that type of goalkeeper, right? He's made a couple this season, and I'm sure he'll make a couple more. If he was the perfect goalkeeper, he wouldn't be at Norwich City.
True.
Will he save you more points than he loses you? Absolutely, he will. He will come up.
He already has done that.
I think so. I look at the penalty saves. I look at Wrexham. Yes,
Cov
maybe
away.
like the only one I think that where he lost us the game was Watford away when he
Okay.
Right. So one game maybe. Okay. There might be another one. I don't know. The other thing, which is critical in a relegation scrap, he cares deeply. He's a passionate goalkeeper who wears his heart on his sleeve. Yeah. And I like that, right? We finally... I look at that group and I go, yeah, they're all in. They care and they're working hard.
Bit early for that shout.
No, as in...
Sargent saga.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking... He's nowhere near the squad right now, right? And they've done exactly what I wanted them to do with him. He's with the under-21s, right? I hope, and I mean this, I hope that he's at Colney this Monday morning washing their boots. No, I mean it. Right? Jovon Makama, I hope he's washing his boots and I hope he's in the dressing room with Pete the Kitman ironing their shirts.
I don't think he will be.
I hope he is.
Just can we have a quick interlude on Sarge?
Yeah, why not?
By the way, you went all Stevie G there. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, are we going to see a change of tack from Norwich City? Are we not? I don't think we are.
Well, I
think they're going to bow down to Philippe Clement, and he's going to get what he wants.
I think suddenly, and they've played it really well, the power has shifted completely from Sargent, and now the power lies with Norwich City.
I agree with that.
This is how I see it going. They have gone, well, we're happy for him to sit in the under-21s, which to me says to Toronto, you're going to have to stump up the cash. Now, what is the price where Norwich go, okay, we're willing to sell? I think if Toronto get to 20 million quid, they sell him.
Do you think?
But even if they do, they don't have to, right? I think the Atanasios, and we saw the tweet from Mike, he was pretty punchy, which I loved. Good stuff, Mike.
Bit naughty, but good.
Yeah, no, good, right? I don't think... I think if Napa and Clement go, we're not selling him, and he goes for £5 million in the summer, I don't think they mind.
I would agree with you on that.
I don't think this is a money situation.
See, this is the thing, right? Is last week obviously the agent's working overtime, and he leaked
bollocks coming out in the press.
Well, he leaked it, didn't he? That there's a clause in his contract, if Norwich go down. By the way, firstly, fuck you, is my first response to that agent. It's like just horrible stuff there.
Well, they're getting desperate.
Such a lack of respect.
And they're getting desperate.
Such a lack of respect. And it doesn't do him any good, Sarge, doing that.
No.
So very presumptive that Norwich City will be in League One next season. Yes, we're still in the relegation zone, but not for long. I mean, you can see that. Come on. Now, I double-checked, and I did ask, is this the case? There is a clause inside his contract.
Obviously there will be.
No, but it's important because some fans thought it was total nonsense, right? It's not total nonsense. There is a clause, but it's playing dirty. It really is.
It's desperation.
I can't see, because over the pond, all of the media there are giving it, for some reason, they think that we should care that it's the third highest MLS fee for a player. Why do we care about that? We don't care. Oh, I'm sorry that your league isn't funded properly. Well, I'm sorry that you can't pay enough money for the Josh Sargent. Stump up the cash or bugger off.
Yeah.
Go and find someone else. I don't think they sell him for 20 million quid, Jack.
Maybe not.
I don't think they sell him.
I
don't think so.
Maybe not.
Only last summer, and his goal scoring record until he had that concussion moment, it's still been good. Like he scored some goals this season, right?
Started well. Yeah.
So yes, he's lost his place to Makama. I don't think we're going to sell him.
In which case, again, fine.
Because again, to add on to that, if they do, I've got no doubt in my mind that Clement will be. He doesn't ask, he demands. He'll be saying, "Well, you have to get another striker. If not, he's not going." I just can't see a world in which we sell him now. I might be wrong, of course. Things in football do change.
Yeah.
If Toronto somehow decide to, start, doing business properly and actually meeting our club's valuation for the player, then maybe they'll do.
Well,
something.
I suspect.
just don't think they will.
I suspect Toronto have gone. Oh, Sargent wants out. World Cup. Norwich have got a history for selling players when players chuck the toys out the pram. Yes, but they were missing one key point: new ownership. Philippe Clement,
absolutely.
I was so impressed with how he handled that press conference. Basically going, he's with the under-21s, and if someone comes in for 100 million quid, they're welcome to him. But until that point, he's our player, and he's not in the first team.
Speaking of Philippe Clement, Jack, JField97 says, rave Philippe Clement, the best manager we've had in a very long time. He's handling the Sarge situation brilliantly. Nobody is bigger than the team. Nobody is more important than anyone else. Praying Napa and Atanasio back him with some decent signings.
Spot on, Jack. Absolutely spot on. You said it earlier. He's a European manager. That's factual. He's managed in Europe. And I think what makes this even more impressive is what he inherited was a complete and utter mess. A team that had, I think, lost 8 and 9 in the relegation zone, protests. It was horrible, right? Really toxic. And that wasn't so long ago. He's now come in, a couple of months, whatever it is, haven't lost back-to-back games, which is remarkable. Away form is superb. He's got players that you had forgotten about, now basically first choice. He is the real deal, right? So it comes on to the point which Jack raises brilliantly. We have to now back him. I think the ownership will. There was a tweet to Mike Atanasio on Saturday going, now back Philippe Clement. The reply was simple, 100%. And credit to Ben Napa, right? Ali Ahmed signing I like, and I think he looked sharp for the 45 minutes we saw him. Pelmatson was his signing, excellent. McConville was his signing, excellent. Makama was his signing, excellent. Kovacevic in goal, I like. So with a good head coach, maybe with some of those players, I have to eat some humble pie and go, okay, they're actually really, really good footballers. All right?
Good.
There's been some poor ones in there.
Good.
But credit to Napa.
Yeah, there have been
There's
some
still
poor
work
ones
to
in
do
there,
in this January transfer window. And the problem Norwich have got is it's a tough window and it's going to be difficult. That is Norwich City's fault.
I agree with you, Jack, massively. You know, that they will back him. They will back him. Like, it's tough for Norwich fans to be patient because of the situation we're in, because of our inflated squad, because of the inflated prices during the window, because of the fact that we're in the bottom three, etc. I'm going to pull something out of this rave, Jack, something else in there, right? Nobody's bigger than the team. Well, actually, I would say yes, Philippe Clement. He is the Messiah. Honestly, do you know what I think they should? You know, Colney, over the years, you know, we've had the soccer bar, we've had the veg patch, we've had the swimming pool. Do you know what I think we need now? A private entrance for Philippe Clement with a red carpet. I really do. I honestly think he's the absolute dom. Do you know what I want? More than anything in my whole life right now, I hope my wife's not listening, right? I want a pint with Philippe Clement. And it's the culture that this bloke has instilled within our club. Like, there is this aura around him. And I know that word gets a bad rap, but there is, isn't there, right?
Yeah, use it.
There is that Lambert, Farker aura about him where you're like, right, he is the man. He is the leader. There's no pussyfooting around with him. Like, it's brilliant. Next question is from Noah.
I know.
Who says, question, thoughts on Ali Ahmed's debut? Promising.
Well, look, the numbers that he posted last season in the MLS were good.
Yeah.
And then you go, okay, well, what's
the MLS?
What's the level compared to the Championship? Assist within 10 minutes. I just loved seeing, and I've said it all season, that left-hand side is what's crippled us.
Yeah.
We were a long stage with every single left-back injured, and then Diallo gets injured. We didn't bring in another one in the summer, so we're playing Oscar Schwarzer there. I like Oscar Schwarzer a lot. He's not a left winger, right? And he's been shattered. So just having a left winger playing left wing excited me.
You've missed something.
Go on then.
So there was the assist, but also
Rattled the crossbar.
And
it was a rattler.
And I thought, bloody hell.
Yeah.
The bloke,
No, I like him. And
exciting.
yeah, no, he is exciting. He is exciting. And I think what excited me most, again, I come back to it, you've got Ahmed. Okay, he's only suitable for 45 minutes. You know my thoughts on that. Okay, we've got another winger that can come on. Diallo's there. Oh, we've got, Schwartau. We've got Springer. Suddenly, we've got options.
Yeah.
And that's really nice to say.
And that assist as well. Let's zoom in on that assist. How many times on this godforsaken podcast have we just said, just stick it in the mixer, put it in the mixer, put it in the hot pot, get an early ball into the box. And it was a really well weighted pass in front of his man.
Yeah.
It wasn't blockbuster, but it's what you would love to see from a winger. Like, and I know our standards are on the floor. I get that, but it's been so long, Jack, since we've seen a genuine winger there do that sort of ball, put it in the right position for a player to get onto the end of it. And it was Anis Ben-Salama with the finish.
And, the thing I liked, you've got a winger running at your man, they're backing off, but we've been so sideways.
Yeah.
And Ahmed picks his head up and he's got three options in the box.
Yeah.
That's a tactical thing, that's a Clement thing, and that's a winger doing his job.
Yeah.
So early impressions on Ali Ahmed, I like him.
Very, very exciting stuff. Do you want any more questions, Jack? Keep going. Come on. There's loads. Come on, if not, I'm going.
Paul.
Paul who?
Norfolk Paul.
Hello, Norfolk Paul.
I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
Come on.
The word Philippe means lover of horses. Philippe Clement has got us moving like a well-trained horse. The reins are steadier, the gallop getting stronger, and with momentum, this is a side no longer circling the paddock, but charging towards the rest of the field with purpose and belief.
Wow. Yeah, before we know it, we'll be
Philippe
in the Grand
Clement,
National.
he's a sprinter, isn't he? He's down at Newmarket in the 2,000 guineas, charging for home, all right? And who knows what that finish line is? Is it safety or is it something greater? I don't know, but you've got... Well, you'd almost say that Philippe Clement is the trainer here, all right? He's the Willie Mullins, yeah? And then you've got Cordoba, just a stable of powerhouses, all right? Real thoroughbreds.
No, I like it.
Working hard for him. And then you've got the jockeys. I mean, hello. Yeah, a few little jockeys in there. Whip in hand, obviously within regulation. But going well.
Obviously within regulation. This will get you going. Tyler Kirk. He's bigging up your favourite player of all time, Jack. Rory McConville will be in the Championship team of the season next year.
Why not this year?
Oh,
why not?
Come on.
No,
wow.
He's proper.
Do you know what I like about Rory McConville?
He's just so calm.
Yeah. And here's what I like about him. We're not talking about him that much.
Good.
And Rory might be
actually,
like, oh, come on, give me some praise. No, I know, but
we are.
But defenders, goalkeepers, like you often talk about them in a negative light because a mistake that they make is so it can be so impactful, negatively impactful, right? Midfielders, forwards, they often get away with it, right? Because it's further up the pitch. I like the fact that Rory McConville has kind of been under the radar. Just consistent.
Yeah.
Just consistent. No big mistakes. Touch wood, that doesn't change. That's what you want from me.
I like him a lot. I like his demeanour. And let's not forget, right, he was brought in from a Premier League club and he wasn't played for a long while. You know, some characters would have gone, fuck this.
Well,
give me a loan or just get me out of it. He kind of worked. There was a real world where, you were looking at January, he didn't play under Manning and going, McConville needs a loan.
Yes.
Now he's your first name on the team.
One of them, absolutely. Lee Jones, his statement. What a world-class save from Vlad.
Yeah.
That save gained us 2 points.
It did. It was exceptional. This is an interesting one from Andy and one I've been thinking about. He says, I'm not even sure we need to buy another striker if Sargent leaves. I think we planned for him leaving in the summer and were happy with Sienats, Kvistgården and Big Mac. We always forget that Sienats exists, and I think Philippe Clement could turn him into a top tier striker once fit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess the slight caveat there being Sienats not here for this season. He's injured, right? So that gives you two options.
Correct.
I like the look of Kvistgården against Walsall.
Me too.
But we've not seen a lot of him this season. And Makama's obviously been excellent.
Good goal against Birmingham away, Kvistgården.
Yeah, I like him as a player, but he's barely played under Clement. So, but I think there's a wider point here. This squad is big, right? And I'm looking. Let's take the number 10 for example. Schwartau can play there. Jacob Wright can play there.
And by the way, looked good there.
Matthias Kvistgården can play there. Probably a few others. No, probably just those three. So then you're going, okay, I agree that we need a 10.
Yes, absolutely.
But then you've got three players that aren't playing there.
Right.
So it's a Anis Ben Slimani, throw him in. 4 players that can't play there. Suddenly you've got 5 players in the 10. But what I mean is But
you're gonna lose. You're gonna sell some players as well, aren't you, Jack?
What I'm saying is, if you're Napa, Atanasios, Clement, etc., let's say, I hope this isn't the case, but let's say we go the rest of the January window without signing another player.
Yeah.
Their argument will be, we've got enough in-house.
Well, I think the important point to add there, right, is if Sienats wasn't injured, I would agree.
Yeah.
We don't need another striker. However, he is for the season, and we're in a relegation battle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay, so
you need to be a little bit short-term.
Now, to add more context onto that point, I believe strongly they thought, planned, and almost did sell Sarge in the summer, right? Because of course, Wolfsburg, we accepted the bid. He was off. They got the valuation right. Take note, Toronto. He went to Wolfsburg's training ground to look around, etc. Right? So they planned for that, and they brought in Matthias Kvistgården, right? But no one expected the rise of Big Mac so quickly, right?
Yeah.
So there, with Sienats, with Kvistgården and Big Mac, you had your 3 there. But because Sarge has been there, so I agree with that. However, because Sienats is injured, you're just too light. So you're going to need to sign a striker.
But that all assumes that Sargent's going.
Charlie NCFC says, rave, Jose Cordoba, brick wall, fast, sexy. I think him and McConville are our best centre-back pairing by far. They complement each other brilliantly. Yeah. I'd start him over Darling from now on.
I agree. Wow. And I like Darling.
I like Darling.
I like Darling a lot.
Player.
But I agree. Again, comes back, as most of these conversations do, to Philippe Clement. Jose Cordoba, I know we were playing him at left back a bit.
Yeah,
the Norwich fans didn't love him at the start of the season. There were a few. It was, I always thought that there was a player there, but I will admit some of his performances early on were shaky.
But he was at left.
I know.
When you're playing at left back, it's not his position.
But what I mean is, Clement's come in.
Yeah.
He's given him, he's given him a chance. I think the point that he wanted he wanted him at Rangers is key.
Yes.
And now he's got, which I think is so important, a stable centre-back partner.
Yes. I think that's Charlie's main point there, I think. Yeah. Him and McConville are the best pairing. They complement each other brilliantly. They do complement each other well, don't they?
And you're needing partnerships across the pitch. McLean and Matson.
Yeah.
McConville and Cordoba. Makama and whoever. Ahmed and Slimane. You can start to build something. Here's one from Shakespeare Canary. Statement.
Hello, Shakespeare.
Philippe Clement has become our greatest asset in the shortest term.
Agreed.
We are not going down with him in charge. Punchy. I like it.
Good.
It is painful to reflect where we could have been in the league if we'd have appointed him sooner.
I know. And
can you just say, even if you don't know it, can you just say that he wasn't available in the summer?
This was going to say, we have to repeat this. He wasn't available.
Okay, so that kind of softens that blow a little bit. Because I think if Clement was here at the start of the season, we'd be top 6.
And you could argue that, because I think it's pretty much I think the majority of fans would agree now that we left it way too late to move Manning on.
It was a month too
right?
late.
Of course.
At least.
But if we had done it earlier, we wouldn't have had Clement.
Do you know? Is that right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So it's one of those things where the world works in mysterious ways. Shoot to McGavin, says Rave. That big, bald, beautiful Belgian bastard.
Bang on.
Declan Cotter says, statement, who that is Josh Sargent? Bit harsh, that one. I think we do need to be a little bit careful with the Sarge stuff, because we have to remember what he's done and delivered for Norwich City, the story arc. Yes, his actions and behaviours, they have been, behaviour and action, I should say, has been poor and has massively tarnished his legacy. Not that he cares about that, obviously, but we have to be careful here, because we are talking about a player that has, until that moment, given everything for our football club, right?
Yeah, and I do sympathise with Sargent in a way. He's got a young family.
Wants to move back to America, etc.
He's given Norwich probably a season more than he had to.
Of course.
I get the sense, and I'm sure everything will come out, with time. I think he's been poorly advised, as I think a lot of players have been. I suspect he's gone, you know what, I fancy a move.
Yeah.
And the agent's gone, this is how to do it, we'll get you a move. And it's really backfired. It looks shit on Sargent. I think, he's a good bloke. Sargent is a good bloke, and I think we'll be really hurting through this. I do sympathise with Sargent greatly. I do. But his behaviour has put Norwich in a tricky position.
And you have to prioritise club as well. Like, of course, we sympathise with Sargent wanting to move that, across the pond, etc., family reasons, blah, blah, blah. But we have to put our club first.
And the other thing is, he signed a lucrative 5-year contract.
A massive contract.
So,
can you have your cake and eat it? Probably not. Hashtag of the podcast, if you've got up to this point, is hashtag back Big Phil. We need to put the pressure on ownership, on Napa, etc. We need to make sure that they see it awash on social media. Hashtag back Big Phil.
Back Big Phil. Indeed. Few weeks ahead.
Yeah, there is. And
do you think we make a signing this week?
Yes.
This week?
Yeah.
Ooh. 2 weeks of the window left today, I think.
Yeah, I do. Interesting. I think they'll be also very frustrated that they've not already made at least one more as well.
Okay, good. Well, that was a fun podcast.
It was.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Norwich City winning games makes us all a little bit happier.
Back the boys, get behind them. And there's we kind of touched on it earlier. There's a few people out there like, we're still in the relegation zone.
We are.
No, and I know. And I get that. And don't get carried away. Never too high, never too low. Don't be boring. Enjoy this. Remember what you have been through this season with Manning Ball, okay? And just allow yourself to enjoy this, yeah? Shout, back the ball, come on. Let's create a real atmosphere now in the stands, even more for those Norwich players to thrive off, to perform even better for us.
I agree, and I think we always highlighted this run of 4 games as being really difficult. That win at Wrexham has now given us the foundation to do something really special this next 3.
And West Brom away, of course, most Norwich fans won't be there. So, of course, that's a game where West Brom away, I fancy us there tomorrow night. I really do. Like, come on.
Nice little point if you're not there as a watch along.
Oh, hello. With him, not me, by the way. I'm off.
You're
FYI.
on it.
So,
you've been rested. Managing workload. Game load.
Coventry, though. Coventry at home on the Monday night as well.
Yeah, no, we win. Have some faith. Back the boys.
But the point is, I like it, right? It's a tough game. Top of the league, Frank Lampard, etc. It kind of feels a bit Southampton-y, right? Where they've come to town, in form with all of these players on too much money from the Premier League, etc. They should be up there, they're not. Coventry, same thing. Same situation, top of the league. There's a good story there. David versus Goliath, the giant killers. No, but do you know what I mean? Let's create an atmosphere for those boys on Monday night against Cov as well.
I agree.
Whatever happens against West Brom, let's create an atmosphere for them. OTBC, hashtag big, back big bad bull Phil. Hashtag big, hang on, what was it? Hashtag back big Phil.
Thanks very much for watching. Loads of content coming in this week. Let's hope that we make a signing. Who knows? Thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.